And it's Sean Moore from Fabio Tafani, from Mark Ridgway, and then we've got Jason Ibbotson. And starting off at the back of the pack is Marcel Angel, because remember, he did not finish race number 1.
Yeah, he's along the number 22 of Alistair Brown. Alistair Brown had those troubles in race 1 as well, so they'll be fighting their way through the field there. So 10 of them, as Frankie pointed out earlier on, they'll go on their warm-up lap, and then it'll be an 8-lap race for their second one for the day. Sean Moore dominated race 1, and Fabio Tafani finished up at the top there in second position. Let's see how it's going to look now. Wind, you can see it's come up throughout the day. It's been a nice warm day today, and they'll make their way now through turn 2 on this warm-up lap.
Oh, they're working their way through turn number 2 now, and heading through the kink into turn 3, into Interceptor corner. That's Interceptor shoe wear, or Interceptor footwear I should say, as the Renault Triber safety car takes them up the Tigerberg straight towards turn number 4. That's the saddle sweep, named after the living legend himself, Mr. Sadel van der Merwe. As they head down the back straight, it is Sean Moore that leads them down the back straight there, with Fabio Tafani in there behind him, Mark Ridgway, Jason Ibbotson, Stuart Spooner, Menno Parsons, Mark Vogt, Gary Thompson, and then the last 2 cars out, there's Alistair Brown and Marcel Angel. Menno Parsons, a lot of people might not know, but he actually owns a P51 Mustang, and he flies that Mustang in air shows a lot. And needless to say, the name of the Mustang is called Mustang Sally. Right, Byron, here they come. Out of turn 5, out of fast run, the Renault Triber will move into pit lane, and now it's in the hands of Sean Moore.
We watch them to the line now. The lights will all go out simultaneously. Listen to that roar as they come now towards turn 1. It's Sean Moore from Fabio Tafani, but Mark Ridgway, I think, is coming through up into second. Not quite. He'll be on the outside for turn 2, though. They'll run it up to turn 2, and Fabio Tafani will have the inside line, and then you'll see them all fall into position. Gary Thompson looks like it up into 4th position over there at the moment now, and Ibbotson having a bit of a moment. They're keeping a few of the runners back. There's Marcel Angel carving through the field. He's already made up 3 places.
Yeah, so as they work their way down, up, or should I say, up the Tigerberg straight towards turn 4, saddle sweep, the double right-hander. Down the back main they go, and up front it's Sean Moore from Fabio Tafani. Then it's Mark Ridgway. Then we've got the 17 car in there, and that is Thompson, as they race down the back straight towards turn 5, fast run corner.
Yeah, they'll run through turn 5. It's Jason Ibbotson there ahead of Marcel Angel. Remember, that is down in 5th position at the moment. Here come the leaders, though. Sean Moore will hold it ahead there at this time, ahead of Fabio Tafani, Mark Ridgway. Then we'll have Gary Thompson. Jason Ibbotson will come through. Marcel Angel in 5th position at this time.
So out of turn number 1 they come now, working their way towards turn 2. And up front, it's still Sean Moore that leads there from Fabio Tafani in that 2nd position. Then Ridgway in 3rd. And Marcel Angel is busy cutting and carving his way through the field. As Angel says, I've had enough of this. I'm not going to hang around at the back of the field. On the timing sheets, they show the 17 as Thompson. In the book, they show it as Spooner. So we'll go with what the timing board says. As he sits there just ahead of Jason Ibbotson as that group works its way through turn 4, saddle sweep.
Yeah, they come out now onto the back straight once again as they run it now towards turn 5. Pertamina Fastron. He's much closer as Tafani on the Sean Moore machine at the moment. Yeah, they go through the banked right-hander, the hairpin bend at turn 5. Yeah, they'll charge it down to the line now. And last time it was a half a second between Moore and Tafani. Looking at it now, it's going to be visibly closer. It is now going to be, well, actually, well, there we go. 4/10 of a second, so I took a tenth out of him on the last lap. Mark Ridgway will be a further 1.4 seconds back, but the fastest lap is a 1:16, sorry, 4:74 for Fabio Tafani at this time. Then we look there at Angels, currently in 4th position. They're going to turn 2 now. Angel will find himself in 4th position. He's still got to now chip away at Mark Ridgway ahead of him. That number 53 car, 2.6 seconds as they cross the line between the two of them. Marcel Angel, though, a fastest first sector time, a 26.9, and significantly quicker than the leaders at the moment.
Well, it's pretty interesting out there. We'll have to just confirm if the 17 and the 55, as you see on your monitors, right, because according to the program and our entry sheets, their names should be the other way around. So we'll have to just go with what we see on our timekeeping device. So we'll have to go with the fact that the 17 is Thompson and the 55 is Spooner, as they work their way out of turn number 5, out of Fostron. It's Sean Moore that races down into turn number 1, followed there by Fabio Tafani. Then we've got Mark Ridgway. Right on Mark's case is Marcel Angel as they head into turn number 1. Then behind them, we've got Jason Ibbotson, and not too far behind him is the 69 of Menno Parsons.
Marcel Angel, a 1:16.378. He is 4/10 of a second faster than first and second at the moment, and he's 1.2 seconds off of third place man Mark Ridgway. He's really on the warpath over here is Marcel Angel, the number 14 machine. And looking a little bit further behind them, Jason Ibbotson will still be heading the likes of Menno Parsons, Thompson in 17th, or in 7th position, but number 17 leading the silver class at this time.
Right, heading into turn number 4 into Saddle Sweep and going down the back main. These are your two leaders, Sean Moore heading down towards turn number 5 with Fabio Tafani right on his back bumper. Going into turn 5, Pertamina Fostron. Through Fostron they go now, and that fight is still going on because Marcel Angel, that's in P4. He wants that 3rd position from Mark Ridgway. And here they come towards the bridge now. That fight for 1st and 2nd. And then the fight for P3 and 4. And it is still Ridgway going into turn number 1. That's ahead of Marcel Angel. But Marcel dives up onto the inside. And Marcel Angel moves up into that 3rd position ahead of Ridgway at the exit of turn 1.
Make quite easy work of them, I think, there, Frankie, as they come onto the Joubert Straight now. Ahead of them, Fabio Tafani on the Joubert Straight, kicked up some dirt over there. He's pushing incredibly hard. The gap is staying constant at 5/10 of a second, half a second between Moore and Tafani at the moment, with Marcel Angel eating away at it surely. Last time out, Marcel Angel, a 1:16.909. The top two are still quicker than him by about a half a second on the last lap.
So the leaders are making their way out of turn number 4. Down the back main they go out of Saddle Sweep. And it looks now visually as if Moore is pulling away there from Tafani. But believe it or not, Angel is not getting away from Ridgway down into turn number 5 into Fostron corner, because Mark Ridgway is right there. So yes, he was overtaken by Marcel Angel a lap or so ago, but he's holding on to that 4th position and is making it very difficult for Marcel Angel as they work their way into turn number 1. Then behind them into turn 1 now, we have got Jason Ibbotson with Alistair Brown right on his case, followed there by the 69 of Menno Parsons.
Yeah, Menno Parsons rounds off the gold class runners. Gary Thompson is still leading Mark Voget by 4/10 of a second. Stuart Spooner in 10th position at the moment in that silver class, number 55 he is. There is 3 laps left to go in this race, and I'm looking at that Ibbotson coming out of turn 2 now, and he almost got tapped into a spin there by Alistair Brown at the moment. They go into turn 3, and Alistair Brown wants to make a move here. Looks like it. They are basically touching nose to tail here, and perhaps towards the end of the lap will have some sort of a move.
So down the back straight goes your 4 front runners, heading towards turn 5 into Fostron corner. And Sean Moore still leads them out of Pertamina Fostron. Moore still sitting in a comfortable P1 with Fabio Tafani in that second place, racing down towards turn number 1. And then behind them is now Marcel Angel, that's slowly but surely beginning to pull away from Mark Ridgway as the 4 of them exit turn 1 Holzhoek.
Battle here for 5th and 6th positions at the moment into turn 1 now, and just getting it up back into the lead briefly over there is going to be Jason Iverson, Alistair Brown all over the back of him. 2 laps left to go as it is now. Onto the Joubert straight they run. Looking behind them, it's going to be Menno Parsons. Then there's Gary Thompson in that section as well. Watch them as they come towards the turn 2 section.
And watch out. Oh, and Alistair Brown out of turn 2 just got that car very unsettled underneath him. And now he's lost out completely there. But he must be careful now. He must get back into rhythm as they make their way out of turn number 3, Interceptor corner. Because not too far behind him is the 69 of Menno Parsons as they work their way through turn 4 saddle sweep.
Well, out of saddle sweep they'll then run now. There goes the Jason Iverson down the back straight then. Meanwhile, it's the leader that's going to start his last lap. Sean Word was 1.4 seconds between himself and Fabio Tafani the last time around. It is now going to be, let's see what the timings are, 2.2 seconds with Marcel Angel having chewed away at Tafani's lead, but I think it's going to be a bit of a tough ask over here, and you'll have to be content with 3rd place, but he's still got Mark Ridgway 0.7 of a second off of him down the Joubert straight.
Well, heading out of turn number 2 now are your leaders, and this is the flag lap as they work their way through the kink and into Interceptor corner. They've got a half a lap left, these two, as they work their way up the Tygerberg straight towards a turn number 4 into a saddle sweep. And needless to say that Sean Moore has done more than enough to win this one as he works his way down the back straight. It's a sizable gap he's got between himself now and Fabio Tafani, that's in that 2nd position, but that fight for 3rd is not done yet because Ridgway into 5 is all over the back there of Angel. But Byron, take the leaders to the flag.
Well, as he did in race 1, he does like that in race 2. It is Moore that will win, and he'll celebrate by weaving on the straights. And Fabio Tafani will finish in 2nd. Here then comes the 3rd place man, Marcel Angel, and it must have been a bit of a moment, Frankie, because here comes Mark Ridgway just right after him.
Yeah, and then this fight towards a line between Jason Iverson, who gets to the line just ahead there of Alistair Brown, followed by Menno Parsons.
Gary Thompson will win the silver class ahead of Mark Voget by 0.2 of a second. And we wait now for Stuart Spooner to round everything off, a 10 of 10. Here he comes now across the line. And he then registers as a finisher, full 8 laps. Ken Finneman was the one who never started this race day, either race 1 or race 2. But Sean Moore dominates, led every single lap of both race 1 and race 2.
And yet the fastest man out in race 2 was Marcel Angel with a 1:16.378, I think it is. Yep, 1:16.378.